Okay, there was concern about that video we just showed you. The president returning to the White House after his weekend vacation again at the beach. Critics ask, where was he going? The Secret Service had to retrieve him. It's unclear. Maybe there was a back, road pathway cut to the White House. He was pulled back from the bushes there and put on another track. So it's asking the question again, who is actually running the country? Joining us now, former Georgia Congressman Doug Collins. What do you make of all this?
It's scary. If it wasn't, people are laughing at it and looking at it, but it's actually scary. This is the commander-in-chief. This is the one who is in charge of our military. This is the one who is in charge of our, our executive branch of our government right now. We tend to forget that because we're into this political campaign, and we've sort of left President Biden off to himself. But it looks like he has trouble, and maybe he forgot a way around, or he missed a way. But this is what the world is seeing right now. If you're sitting in Iran right now, and you're the Ayatollah, you're the mullahs, you're sitting in the Middle East, the Hezbollahs and the Hamases and the Houthis and the China and Russia's, you're seeing this kind of leadership right now, and we can't afford to have the president of the United States basically be checked out on the job.
Yeah, the Secret Service had to go get him. And also this, President Biden specifically named Speaker Pelosi in his interview about why he dropped out of the race. Listen to this.
Well, what happened was a number of my Democratic colleagues in the House and Senate thought that I was going to hurt them in the races. And I was concerned if I stayed in the race, that would be the topic. You'd be interviewing me about why did Nancy Pelosi say, why did someone, and I thought it'd be a real distraction.
I didn't accept the letter as anything but a letter. There are some people who were unhappy with the letter. Let me say, some said that some people were unhappy with the letter. I'll put it in somebody else's mouth. Because it was I don't even know, it didn't sound like Joe Biden to me. It really didn't.
Speaker Pelosi is talking about the letter where Joe Biden said he was dropping out. So that's basically implying that somebody else is in charge. So it just seems that we know that Speaker Pelosi has a new book out, her memoir, new memoir. Also, she's on a tour basically to burnish and polish her legacy. She doesn't want to land on this moment where she forced a sitting president out of his campaign.
Yeah, but I think that's exactly where she's landed. I think, look, if think about this, Liz, how many people are investigating, they're trying to ask and catch J.D. Vance in 3-year-old questions, taking Donald Trump and trying to fact check him at every move, anything they can do to the Republican ticket. But where is these intrepid journalists going after the real story behind how the push of Joe Biden out of the, coup, however you want to call it, to get him removed? Went down. There's been no reporting about that. It's been almost silent. You're seeing bits and pieces come out, but this is a real concern. We knew all along that minute the Senate and congressional leadership said we're losing races and big dollar started speaking, you knew it was starting to be affected. But it would have to only be people like Nancy Pelosi or Obama who actually were behind a lot of this. I think a lot of that will come out.
Congressman Collins, thanks for joining us. It's great to see you again.